Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our lecture series. I am Ted, your host, and for this fast fact, we're going to look at the Epic of Gilgamesh. Now, the Epic of Gilgamesh come to us from Babylonian civilization, and it is one of the earliest known epic literature, epic poems in human history, and it tells the story of Gilgamesh, a Mesopotamian god king from the Sumerian city of Uruk. Gilgamesh, during the course of the poem, had to fight a wild man from the hills, a man known as Enkidu. Now, Gilgamesh and Enkidu have this wild and exciting, a really riveting battle. And the battle ends, the confrontation ends with the two men developing a mutual respect for one another. And they go on to become the very best of friends in the story. And at this point, the story becomes more of a buddy story, with the two besties going out and having adventures. They camp in the wilderness. They hunt wild beasts throughout Mesopotamia. They go out and they drink and they fight monsters and they get to enjoy themselves. And during the course of this, Gilgamesh offends the gods. And the gods decide to take their vengeance on Gilgamesh by killing his best friend Enkidu. And Enkidu dies in a matter of 12 days from a wasting illness. And despite all of Gilgamesh's power as a king, all he can do is watch helplessly as his friend Enkidu dies. And Gilgamesh is so overwhelmed with grief that he decides to go on a quest to search out the secret of immortality. Now, what he does, what he's attempted to do is he's attempted to prevent others from having to suffer, from having to watch their loved ones die, the way he had to watch his friend Enkidu die. Now, the rest of the poem covers Gilgamesh's journey. During this journey, he goes on this long adventure to the very tops of mountains and to the bottom of the ocean. And in the end, he fails his quest, and he is forced to confront the fact that humans are mortal and are doomed to die. Now, during the course of his adventure, he actually does get the secret to immortality, but he loses it on the way back. Now, after all of these adventures, all of this fantastic time, Gilgamesh returns home, and as he returns home, he's an old man, and he is trudging along through the mud flats of Mesopotamia. And what he sees as he approaches his destination, his home of Uruk, are the walls of Uruk, and they are small in the distance. But as he advances closer to the city, they grow. And they grow larger and larger and larger until they are looming on the horizon. And as he gets closer to his city, it dawns on him that the city is glorious and that the city is enduring. The thing that he and other men have created, this civilization, the city, is long lasting, and by extension, humans can have immortality through the civilizations that they create, through the cultures that they attach to their cities, and of course through the cities themselves. Now, it is those things that live on through the generation, and it really bears some truth, because we speak of the past, at least I speak of the past as an historian, and other people who relish the accomplishments of others, they continue to speak their name, they continue to share their stories. And in doing so, we remember all of the accomplishments of those who came before us, and that's really a form of immortality. These people live on through our understanding, through our memories of them and their accomplishments. Very quick fast fact on the Epic of Gilgamesh and the moral of the tale. As always, I am Ted. Hit like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you thought about this fast fact, and I'll see you guys next time for another fast fact.